Welcome to the music news for the streets. I'm your anchorman, Something, hit the keys. And in today's newscast, we've got all kinds of exciting stories from some freebies. Looks like Native Instruments just dropped a brand new library. I've got some deals for you guys today. But our top story today comes from Sequential. It looks like they just dropped a brand new synthesizer called Fourm. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. So as we see here, Sequential Fourm is a 4-voice analog synth with NPE. Wait, it cost how much? So I think this cost, before we get into it, since that's the title, I think this cost $899 American, which is a pretty fire deal. You can't beat that. But let's take a look at some of the things that go on here with the Fourm. So this is kind of what the thing's going to look like in all its glory. As we see here, it's got like a little modulation over here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's got an electronic board, you know what I'm saying? On a Sequential, that's fire. I guess mine has one, newer ones will. But it's kind of got a vintage look with some new school flair, just the way that it looks to me. So let's go ahead and read about this thing real quick. So it says here, Sequential's most affordable synthesizer ever. Fourm is an all analog poly with newly designed NPE equipped keyboard in Pro 1 vibes. That's fire that it is analog. That's dope. 4 voices of Prophet goodness. In 1981, the Sequential circuits borrowed some circuitry from Prophet 5 and released the Pro 1, a no-nonsense monophonic bass and lead synth that became popular as its big brother. Looks like they've taken a play from that playbook. So here we go. We finally get into some of the specs and some of the stuff about it. So the Fourm offers 4 voices of all analog subtractive synthesis with 2 oscillators, each with saw and square modes, the latter of which can do pulse width modulation with sync on oscillator A and an extra triangle selection on oscillator B. The mixer includes feedback circuit plus noise generation, while the 4-pole low-pass filter with bass resonance compensation, no less, is given Prophet 5 vibes. Talks about the modulation right here. So the Fourm has a number of modulation parameters that are worth mentioning. There's a front panel modulation matrix inspired by the Pro 1 with button presses and color-coded indicators, taking the place of menu diving. It's got 2 ADSR envelopes, one for the amp and one for the filter, which envelopes curves modeled after the 1978 original. The LFO features saw, reverse saw, triangle, square, and sample hold modes and can be synced to the clock. Interestingly enough, you can select more than one wave shape at the same time. This function continues on the oscillators with oscillator B, having 2 LFO modes as well. Other things, it's got 128 presets. I wonder if there's room for more for your own presets. Unison, glide, and arpeggiator, and a sequencer with glides per step. NPE, please. So it's got 37-key NPE keyboard with a special sequential creation called Tactive. The company designed the Slim Keys Poly AT board from the ground up to work in concert with Fourm's analog synthesis engine. So it does sound like it's got smaller keys though, which, I mean, I don't know if for this price point, I don't think you could be really mad. It's out now. I know Bo Beats did a video on it yesterday. So if you don't know who Bo Beats is, he's a pretty popular YouTuber here. He does a bunch of synth reviews and stuff like that. I follow his channel. I watch him all the time. But I'm just going to use him for some of the sound real quick so you guys can kind of hear what it sounds like.
Feedback in effects with can do a bit of.
Wait, so does this synth not come with any effects though? Hey, yo, hold up. I mean, that's not a deal breaker. Because to be honest, like I love my Take 5, but the effects on that suck. That's why I have pedals, because the effects on that are terrible. But you know what I'm saying? And I guess I would need effects for my base station or whatever too. Just curious on that. So, I mean, that's what I got for you guys on the Fourm. Looks like it's going to be a pretty solid synthesizer. Maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I won't. All right, guys, up next, I've got a couple of freebies for you guys today. The first one comes from Surge. It looks like they are rekindling an old plugin that was worked on by somebody else. They're remaking the OBX. So it's called the OBXF. So this is out now. This is what it looks like. They've done a few things to this. Matter of fact, I'll just pull it up in FL Studio because I have it up. So this is what it looks like. There's flaws and there's good things about this. The good things are the sound. It sounds kind of like, you know, the OB. Right? But it doesn't come with any presets at all. So normally I would talk smack, but it's Surge just picked this up and they're just starting to work on it. You know, obviously they've made Surge, you know what I'm saying, which is a great free synthesizer. So I mean, I would think that this is just going to be as great as that when they get to it. It's just in beta mode right now. But if you're interested in the OB, this one's here. I kind of mess with it a little bit. But, you know, it's cool. I mean, you can mess with it, you know, mess with the oscillators, turn them down, all this other stuff. We're not getting into that today because it's not a synth demonstration, but I just wanted to let you guys know this was out there. Let me go ahead and save this. I'm going to save those presets. This is just me playing with it before I got on stream because, again, there are no presets. I'm not joking. See, I'm going to the next preset. There are no presets. These are just stuff I was messing with earlier. All right, but I want to come to one of these basic presets because this next plugin, though, is the reason why I actually have that in here for a sound demo. I wouldn't even have demoed it without any presets. But this filters plugin is kind of 2 filters. This is kind of fire. So again, this is what the sound sounded like. Now just pushing one button in this 2 filters on this preset. Yo. This thing is kind of dope, man. Comes with a few different effects or a few different presets. I haven't messed with it much. I'm not going to lie to you. So I don't know how to do probably anything on this set. I just started messing with it because I don't know how to. Oh, here we go. I guess this is how you would do it, huh? Ah. I didn't even notice that it had the effects here. This is kind of fire. The filter modes and then what? Different warping. It's got the step sequencer down here for your LFO too, which is pretty solid. This thing's kind of dope. All right, let's see what else they got here real quick. We got some sweeps. Yeah, for me, this one's fire. Again, with everything else, I'll leave this link below in the description. For these 2 plugins, you're going to have to get them for GitHub, both of them. But I'll leave it on the right page for GitHub. So I'll leave it on this page for y'all, where all you have to do is scroll down and see what you need. You know what I'm saying? So you see here, it's the Mac or the Linux or Windows, whatever your computer is, you would just download that file. And it'll be the same for both of them. As you scroll down here with 2 filters, you see how you have, you know, Linux, Macs, Windows, whatever. I'll make sure that for you guys, I have that fixed so that you guys don't have to worry about trying to find it, because I know it's been an issue in the past. All right, guys, and the next story I have for you guys today, this one comes from Native Instruments. They got a brand new library for Contact 8. It's called LCO Producer Strings. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. So as you see here, LCO, or London Contemporary Orchestra Producer Strings. That's a freaking mouthful. Now I know why they call it LCO Strings. I don't know the price on this, but this is kind of what it sounds like. So fire strings like that. You've got effects that you can mess with, from compression to wow and flutter. Different like dirt, bite, all that stuff over here. You can move them around if you want to. Then you got reverb and stuff here. You've got your layers right here, so you can change the layers if you want to. So we can change it to... This is really fire strings, so we'll just kind of sample through some of these strings so you guys can hear them. I'll scroll down a little bit. Hold up. Sheesh. I mean, I don't know the price on this. It's probably going to be somewhere between $99 to $150 for the library. I could be wrong, but that's typically how much something like this would cost if it came out from Native Instruments. I probably should know the price. It doesn't come out until today, and I didn't get the price, but I'll leave this link below too. And up next, guys, I talked about this earlier this week, but Arturia did just drop a new, I guess, addition to the V Collection, V Collection 11 intro. Let's take a look at this. So with V Collection 11 intro, I got something in my eye. Sorry for that abrupt interruption. But as you see here, I don't even know where I was at. V Collection 11 intro, it's basically 10 plugins in the collection that you can get for $199. But for some people, you might have a loyalty price, which can get them for $99. The plugins that are going to be in this included are the Prophet 5V, the DX7, the Juno 6, the Stage 73. This is like a electric piano. You're going to have Analog Lab intro. You're going to get Pure Low Fire, which obviously you guys know I talked about that before. It's fire. Mini V, Micro V, Augmented Grand Piano, and Strings are both fire. All these are like some of the best plugins in Analog Labs. Man, I got something in my eye. All right, I think I got it that time. But I did, like I said, I did a whole video on this, and I went through all these, so you can check that out. I'll leave that linked in the description. I'm not going to go through all the sounds and all that today, because I just did that yesterday or 2 days ago. Oh, also, you can get it here, but if you don't have a loyalty offer, you can also consider coming over here to Plugin Boutique and grabbing it, because they'll give you $740, you know what I'm saying, pounds, which is like $9 in virtual cash, so you could spend towards another plugin, or in the future, you'll get tokens. And then you'll get a free plugin. So that's something to think about too. But if you have the loyalty offer, I would recommend grabbing it here. And last but not least for you guys today, I got some deals. So I got some deals from over here at Plugin Boutique to start off with. So as we see here, Plugin Boutique is offering this U-Synth Core, which I talked about earlier this month, for $5. They're also offering U-Synth Fluid, which is new, for $25. And then they're offering this UJAM Synthwave bundle for $39. So in this bundle, it's going to include Subcraft, it's going to include Vice, and it's going to include 2080. So you know what I'm saying? You got those options there. And then they also have this SSL G3 multi-bus compressor, very fire compressor. You can use this on anything. It's $29 right now. It's currently 70% off. Very, very solid compressor. Then up next, I've got a couple of deals from Zounds. You guys know I love me some Zounds. Zounds is a place if you're a musician and you need to get some gear, but you may not have the cash to get it today. You might be able to get that gear without a credit check, and you may be able to set up payments. But let's check out some of these deals over here at Zounds. So the first one I want to talk about is the Moog Messenger. This thing is on sale for $699. So it's $200 off till the end of the month. So you got 6 days if you're interested in this. It's got a good sound. It's got that Moog sound. You can also get this with no credit check. So you can set up 6 payments, $116, and bam, you can get yourself a Moog Messenger, which is a pretty fire 32 key analog synthesizer. It's monophonic though, just know that. Another deal that I have over here from Zounds is Sequential is offering a bunch of deals right now. So Sequential is offering a Prophet 10 for $900 or $900 off. So instead of $4,300, you can get it for you know what I'm saying, $3,500, which I know is expensive, but these deals are running through the end of the month too. Sequential is also offering the OB6 monologue module analog synthesizer for $400 off, so you can get it for $19.99. They're offering the OB6 analog keyboard for $500 off, so you can get it for $29.99. And then they're offering the Prophet 5 for $600 off, so you can get that for $29.99. So some great deals from Sequential over there. The last deal that I have for you guys today, this one just comes from Warm Audio, and they're just having some deals where they got about $150 to $100 off some of their compressors. So off of this WA1B all tube optical compressor. Man, this episode is killing me. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this when I edit everything out, but I'm over here breathing like Baby D. You can hear me when I breathe. All right, but they're offering this Warm Audio WA1B all tube optical compressor, $150 off, so $1149. This WA2A optical all tube audio compressor for $899, which is $100 off. $100 off the WA2MPX, and then $100 off, you know, these other two. So there's some deals to take a look at, but that's what I got for you guys today. Make sure if you guys, you know what I'm saying, rock with the content, you hit that subscribe button, that like button. Hopefully I could help you guys out in today's video with some of the goodies. Make sure if you guys do appreciate this content though, again, make sure you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Signing off as your anchor man, Sum. Hit the keys. Until next time, peace. Some, hit the keys.